And welcome back, folks. This is a new series focused on the architects behind Duluth, Minnesota's Old World architecture, titled The Men Who Supposedly Built Duluth, Minnesota. And this is Episode 1, Oliver Traphagen. In this presentation, I hope to show you, the viewer, the grand size of these structures, the building materials used, the incredible details, and most of all, the supposed construction times. Also, keep in mind, this is a very northern climate as well. And quoting Wikipedia, Oliver Green Traphagen, September 3rd, 1854 to October 21st, 1932, was an American architect who designed many notable buildings in Duluth, Minnesota during the late 19th century and in the territory of Hawaii during the early 20th century. Among his most famous landmarks are the Oliver G. Traphagen House in Duluth, called the Redstone, and the Moana Hotel in Honolulu, both of which are on the National Register of Historic Places, as are several other buildings he designed. He was born on the 3rd of September 1854 in Tarrytown, New York. In the 1870s, Traphagen moved to St. Paul, Minnesota with his parents, where he worked as a carpenter and later as an apprentice to the architect George Worth. He moved north to Duluth in 1882 and soon became one of the city's first major architects. The 1880s were boom times in Duluth. The population was 30,000 in 1887, compared with 13,000 in 1883. Over the next 15 years, either on his own or in partnership with Worth, 1884 to 1886, and later Francis W. Fitzpatrick, 1889 to 1896, Traphagen designed buildings for both public and private owners, such as the First National Bank, 1888, Turner Hall, 1888, the Wyland Block, 1889, City Hall and Jail, 1889, Fire Station No. 1, 1889, First Presbyterian Church, 1891, and Duluth Central High School, 1892. Many of Traphagen's designs show the influence of the Richardsonian Romanesque style that was popular at the time. Noted Duluth architect Frederick German worked as a draftsman for Traphagen and Fitzpatrick during this time. And briefly stepping away from the Wikipedia entry, you'll notice the Torrey Building. The official story goes, in 1892, former Union Army officer Captain Robert Augustus Torrey arrived in Duluth and promptly picked out a lot, hired the city's premier architect, and constructed its first skyscraper, 11 stories high, finished in the same year of 1892. And continuing on the Wikipedia entry, because his daughter's health required a warmer climate, the family relocated to the soon-to-be annexed Republic of Hawaii in October of 1897. Thanks to his previous work in Duluth, he soon became the, quote, most prolific and highly regarded architect in town. He designed the first building in the islands with a passenger elevator, the Judd Building, in 1898. In 1907, he moved to Alameda, California, where he retired in 1925. He later died on October 21st, 1932, in Alameda, California. And we are told that this is the technology that these people were dealing with who had built these structures? I mean, is this believable? Duluthians organized Oddfellows Lodge number 28 in 1870, the same year the Zenith City first became a city. Interesting. And apparently old Holly T was a member himself. Does this appear to be hand-chiseled to you? And this really is a castle. You should see it up close in person. I mean, look at this detail. The detail alone would hold up a project. Are we really to believe that they used hand chisels to carve these? And even into brick? Or is it more likely that there was some other technology involved that we are not being told about? Just think about how much lumber and scaffolding alone that they would need in the 1890s to build a structure of this size. But apparently in 1890 it was no big deal. And here we have the Hartley House. This one was built inside and out in less than 6 months. Just look at the painting and detail inside of this. The official historical narrative does not seem to be adding up. Now this building time frame is just as ridiculous as the Tory building. Can you imagine moving these materials, these stone and brick, with horses and wooden wheel wagons, and dirt roads, with harsh winters and no power tools? How long would this take to build today in 2024 with modern construction technology? I mean, just look at this. Look at all these bricks. Look at all this stonework. Look at the massive size of this building. And again, this is from chisels. And look at that detail. How long do you think this would take? Maybe we need to bring back the horse and buggy for our construction. I mean, look at the results. And just look at that retaining wall. How long would that take in 1888 to make? And of course, Traphagen had a hankering for Victorian-style houses as well. I mean, Traphagen built it all. I mean, just look at this inclined railway station. And he even designed giant warehouses as well, with a Romanesque flair, of course. What do you think, folks? Did Oliver Traphagen really build a new giant building every 2 months of his life? Or are these structures older than we've been led to believe? And again, thanks for watching, folks. Please like, share, and subscribe.